We're here today with Dr. Ali Al-khattawi, CEO of MESOX, winners of the Startup category at the Regional Medilink Midlands Business Awards 2024, who also went on to be recognised at the National Medilink UK Awards, which took place in London. Now, a few months on from both awards ceremonies, we'd like to find out more about MESOX and their winners' journey. Thank you for joining us today, Ali. To begin with, could you tell us a little bit more about MESOX?
Yeah, sure, of course. Thank you very much for this interview. Yeah, MESOX is basically a pharmaceutical company transforming the way pharmaceuticals are formulated and developed. So our goal at MESOX is basically to expedite the development of new pharmaceuticals, getting them to the market quicker, and obviously benefiting patients as a result of that. And we can do all of those nice things because we've got these carrier technologies in the background, patented carriers, let's call them, that allow us to develop the next generation of medicines. And when we develop our medicines, we can do them both rapidly, the processes are efficient, and we can generate things that work, bioavailable medicines, we call them. So that's in a nutshell what we're doing at MESOX. That's kind of our core focus.
Brilliant, that sounds fantastic. So as winners of the Startup category, which is designed for newly established companies that show a promising future, what attracted you to apply for the Medilink Awards?
Basically, we've been doing some great work in the background. Our team has been working hard. We tend to focus so much on the products and the technologies and their development. And I think when these awards came about, we were thinking, okay, maybe it's time for us to shout a little bit more about what we do at our, in our little company, in our team, and then tell the world about the great ambitions we have for MESOX and for pharmaceutical development in general. And I think we used the opportunity to tell the world a little bit, essentially.
Brilliant. And what did you hope to gain from applying?
In addition, obviously, to recognizing our team's efforts, which I think, when we attended some of these award dinners, for example, I think the team were accompanying us and they really loved it. And I think it showed them that we're doing something important and great. But in addition to that as well, we wanted to share our vision with the world on expediting the pharmaceutical development process. How can we actually get pharmaceutical products in the hands of patients quicker than the status quo? That was kind of the main impetus as well of what we're doing at MESOX, and we wanted to take the opportunity to share that vision with the world, and yeah, both on the national kind of scale, but also internationally as well, because as you can imagine, after the first award, more awards starting to come, and then people are recognizing what we're doing, and we get contacted about our work right, left, and center. So we're really happy that we've probably achieved some of the goals of why we, approached this award in the first place.
So now, as the Medilink Midlands award-winning startup business, has your company experienced any opportunities or benefits to winning one of our business awards, which I know you've just touched on?
Yeah, I mean, where can I start? So many things happened as a result of the award, as well as, the initiatives that came with it. So since winning the awards has been, we've been lucky in winning a significant contract with the NHS as MESOX. So we've been working with the NHS, continuing to work, the work that we started previously, and securing a kind of a bigger contract, I think, for our company. We've been engaged in partnerships with pharmaceutical companies, other pharmaceutical companies, global pharmaceutical companies, to essentially develop those products or co-develop those products, and sometimes license those products to those third parties. People have started to follow our journey more closely. We noticed that on our LinkedIn group, for example, as well as people contacting us. So we've got this inbound interest in MESOX and our technologies and work. And yeah, we seem to have succeeded in sharing our vision with the world, so people actually understand what we do now, and some people also do share that vision, which have resulted in people actually expressing interest for working, for us. As you can imagine, in a startup company, there is that risk element that people sometimes think about. Startup, is it stable? Can I join them? But I think once people knew what we're doing and the importance of what we're doing, we get interest, essentially daily interest, in kind of working with MESOX and joining our team.
So moving away from the awards for a moment, can you tell us a bit more about the wider support MESOX has gained through Medilink Midlands?
Yeah, so basically one of kind of some of the things that came about, includes providing MESOX with a platform to showcase what we're doing a bit better. So we got invited, for example, to speak at the Innovation Day. That was just recently. Then we joined this plug and play kind of initiative as well, because people recognize us, and and then we joined that as well. So again, we had the opportunity to present through that, which I think they are partners of the Medilink ecosystem.
Yeah.
I think having the opportunity of a platform to talk about what we're doing, engaging with partners, with the ecosystem in the Midlands, as well as widely, I think gave us an opportunity to kind of spike the interest, in a sense, in what we're doing. So we got, as a result of that, investors interested in MESOX and investing in MESOX, and we have discussions going on in the background. So I think all of those things are as a result of the engagement with the organizations and the platform that we've been given.
Great. And what are your ambitions for the next 12 months?
As a startup company focused on innovation, got so many great plans, but we have some areas of focus. So we want to get our products, at least one of our products, through some important clinical milestones next year. So we want to get one of our products to the clinic in a kind of bioavailability study. That's one of the goals. I think it's going to be really important for us. But then also we are working diligently on securing some of the strategic partnerships that we need to grow as a company. So with other pharma companies, other organizations. Also, we would like to grow our team further. So our goal is to grow our team. We're currently essentially 7 within MESOX, but we're planning to grow into a team of probably 12 next year, to deliver essentially on some of these partnerships and the great work that's been happening in the background.
Fantastic. And do you see any barriers or challenges to impact this?
Yeah, I guess the barriers that we face as a company are shared by other companies in the Midlands. Namely, essentially securing growth capital to ensure that we move fast as a company. So this is something that is, widely acknowledged as a region, that we don't get investment as much as we would like as a region as a whole. And despite the kind of the great work and the kind of the level of know-how and IP available in the companies, I don't think it's going to stop us. It's as I said, we're already having great traction with investors and people interested in investing in MESOX. But I think it's just how fast can we get that, and how fast can we actually grow our company as a result of that.
So I guess with the 2025 Business Awards approaching in May next year, do you have any words of encouragement to organisations who may be applying?
Yeah, I mean, I can say it really simply, basically in 3 words: go for it.
Brilliant.
I think you need to go for it, because what's the worst that can happen, if you don't apply, or if you don't apply, obviously nobody's going to know about what you're doing. That's a shame. But if you do apply and go for these awards and you don't get it, the worst they can say is probably no for this year, try again next year. That's not a big deal, to be honest with you. And the kind of the upside of applying and kind of winning, being shortlisted and potentially winning, are huge things, as we mentioned earlier. So it's all about the exposure and the platform and the interest that these awards can actually spike, especially at the early stages. So, growing companies, startup companies, they need kind of the environment around them to be able to help them. And without engaging with that environment, I think you're missing out. So I would really encourage any company, any ambitious group, people with passion and ambition to actually go for it and leave the rest, for later on. Whatever happens, but give it a shot.
Great. Well, thank you very much, Ali. It's been a pleasure to speak to you, and we look forward to sharing many more successes with you in the future.
Fantastic. Thank you.
So applications for the 2025 Business Awards are open to all, including any previous year award winners. So we wish everyone the best of luck.